What's up, everybody? What's up, everybody? On a very special SketchCraft, we are here to color some stuff. Joining me tonight is Brandon. Let every chance Brandon say hello.
Hello, everyone. This is nice to be
Don't
here.
talk
I
to me.
appreciate.
I don't like you. I don't like you whispering.
Hey, everybody! I'm excited to be on. Unlike our host,
Yeah, Brandon has to talk normally. Because I'm a hypocrite.
and you're a
Say it. I dare you. Watch what power I have over you. Say it.
you're a cool guy.
That's right. All right, so let's spend some time doing this again. We're a month out from con, and it feels like the week or two before con for me.
Yeah, for you, I have nothing to bring to the table. So for me, it's just
I'm gonna get mine out of you when we're there.
For me, it's just a Monday. That's all.
Yeah. Thank you, Bison.
I had a
For
long
me,
work
it was
day.
Tuesday.
Yes, I actually watched that again the other night because Jessica was like, I don't know if I've seen that. I think I've seen that. And I was telling her how I ran into the guy who played DJ in that movie.
He's hilarious in that film.
What's that actor's name?
I don't know his name, but he is fucking brilliant.
Hold on. Let's see here. Let me get to it. Street Fighter movie. I'll ball it up. Because it's gonna bug me. Miguel Nunez Jr. and he plays DJ. And he's been in a bunch of other movies back in the day, but I ran into him one time at Phoenix Con, and I was like, oh shit! I was like, it's DJ. He's like, you remember me from Street Fighter? I'm like, oh yeah, man. I was like, you're funny as hell. And he's like, all right, cool, thanks.
He really was.
Yeah, you're just getting a hot dog. I was like, all right, you're cool.
He really
I had nothing more to
funny,
say to him other than it made me laugh,
It's just a shame because, it's like we wanted a real Street Fighter. When the movie came out, I was like, fuck this film. It was like, fuck this. This is horrible. I'm not watching this. This is a travesty.
Right.
It's not Street Fighter. The anime is the way to go. This is, and all those things are true. But now that we're so far removed from that moment, and there's plenty of cool Street Fighter shit to watch, even the fan films that Capcom produced, the acting is okay, but they're worth, they're cool, so, but you go back and just watch that for what it is, and there's some genuinely, truly funny moments, and he's like the best. Him and Raul Julia are just...
Yeah. Oh, and then Jessica's like, I don't think I remember seeing that. So I put it on, because I own it on Blu-ray, because it was like $5 at Walmart one day, and I put it on, and she falls asleep the first 10 minutes, and I'm like, I could not look, once it's on, you're like, I'm not going to watch this shit. And then you're just sitting there, and you're like, ha ha. And he does the stupid, like the flipping the bird to Bison, but with his muscles.
Yeah.
And you're like, oh, this is stupid. And then next thing I know, he's like, this movie, just for people who haven't seen it, there's this scene that cracks me up, and I point it out every time, where Chun-Li sends her Jeep like towards Bison's camp, okay? And it's got explosives in it. And she's pretending to do a TV interview because she's a fake reporter. Now, for some reason, there's a camera coming towards, like the truck's coming towards the tent, as if you're the cameraman recording the truck coming at you and you're standing at the tent. But she wasn't. No one was there. It was just like, well, who's recording this? And then like it makes me laugh. Do you remember what I'm talking about, Rob? That scene where
I
she's
don't
like,
remember the specifically that scene, but there's just so
but
many
there's
of those.
so
Like,
many
what the
bad
fuck were they
things in this
thinking?
movie.
You know, but there's some truly funny performances. DJ is the best. There's that scene, obviously the Bison Chun Li village scene, you know, where he's like,
Yeah.
you know, it was for me, it was Tuesday. I was like,
Ish.
fucking dick, hilarious. And then like the Bison Buck scene, any scene with Raul Julia, you're like, he's literally, he's fucking crazy, right?
He's
Like,
insane. Yeah, he pulls it off. Like you're just like, he literally seems insane. Like that was his role. You know, and I like the chick that plays Chun Li. I think she's an Agents of Shield now. Yeah, uh, Ming Wen. She's like Melinda May in the Agents of Shield show. I like her. She was hot. She still looks good for her age, but yeah, that movie just and like John Claude Van Damme wasn't a bad choice for Colonel Guile. It just was such.
mm,
Like, I'm saying
Guile,
looks wise. It
I'm
just
going, when he goes, I'm
it's.
going to kick your ass so hard.
I love it. I love it. Hard is spelled like HAWD. Hard.
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 Yeah.
Oh, it was good stuff. It's
Yeah.
so bad. I just kept watching it, and then I was like, "Well, that was a waste of time," but it happened.
It did. It happened. And we survived it. As fans, you can survive it. That's what I'm trying to say. You know,
Yes.
something you love comes out. It's not so whatever. No one's stopping to care about. No one's saying fuck Dragon Ball simply because they made a shitty American movie. You know, that's what I'm trying to say,
Mhm.
folks. The bad movie is all it is. Just a bad movie. Batman has survived some real shitty films. You know, I was reading an article today. It was like, you know, the Nolan trilogy is the worst thing to happen to Batman. And I've said this before. You know, it set up this idea that every Batman film needs to be an Oscar film. You know what I mean? I'm like, they're not the worst thing to happen to Batman. Batman and Robin was pretty fucking bad, bro. Like,
Yeah.
let's not, you know, come on. You know, it's just one of those stupid clickbaity fucking titles where, you know, you're going to be this giant contrarian. Hey, what's up, Brian? And pretend like, you know, you got some insider fucking bullshit. I am live. I'm doing it live. It's supposed to be on a little earlier, but finally getting back into some of my exercise, and I'm like, I'm tired, taking a nap. Because it's one thing, dude. Like a lot of people go, "Oh, I worked out." I'm like, right, but to work out and then use your brain, you know, like use your brain extensively. It's like that's just too. That's too many muscles. Like I need, you know, to have a regular workout schedule. I kind of need like a more automated job, you know, or do one thing. Like all I'm gonna do is draw comics, you know. But drawing,
Mhm.
coloring, painting tends to sometimes just take a fucking bite out of you. Plus the business and everything else. The business side. Give me a second. I'm opening up my color Effie so I can make sure I'm doing the right thing. Lebowski. There's kids here who don't even know what Lebowski is. How old it's getting.
You're getting up there.
Oh, fucking hell. Come on.
You got this.
No, it's just sometimes pure ref because the overlays they get confused with one another. So, yeah. Vegas gone. Then I'm sitting here going, do I pull the trigger and do that small con that's near here? I'm like, ugh. I don't even think about a second con. Obviously, I wouldn't be doing nearly as much, but
Mm-hmm.
it is like a weekend
Right.
of my time.
When is that one? The weekend one?
In July.
Oh, so after we come back from Vegas.
Yeah, just
Excuse me. Hey, look, Kyle's in the chat room.
Kyle was here earlier today singing songs.
Like on the.
Yeah, typing them in. They wanted to get me to sing, and they don't realize I don't care.
You like this thing though, Rob?
Not today.
Not today.
I'm I'd say feel glad I even streamed because I was just like fuck all of this, fuck life. Like Morty, what's it all for, Morty? Like what's it all for?
Fair enough.
My head was really not cooperating today. That happens. I think it's just the way it goes, you know. That's life telling you to slow down. I'm like, but things are due. Yeah, slow down. Things are always going to be due until you're dead. Then you get to take a break. It's just one fucking crazy thing into another, you know? That's why I was like, we're talking about doing podcasts tonight. I'm like, I don't want to talk about, like, here I don't mind because I'm working. But if I just sit here and spend an hour dwelling on all the things we're doing right now, I may not actually do any. It can get to that point, you know, where you're like, I don't really think I'm going to be doing any of this. So sometimes it's best to just trick yourself into like working.
Kyle says, Brandon, would you stop talking? You're just nonstop. I wasn't singing, I was rapping. Rob wasn't having any of it.
Yeah. I could just sit here and like minimize the window and ignore everything. So I don't even have to see it. I'm like, I don't have to see none of this stuff.
Oh, he was rapping in the chat box, not
Yeah.
in the.
No, I would hang up on him. If that were the case. I'd just be like, oh, Skype broke. And by broke, I mean I disconnected. But I got this stuff needs to get done. I got that Logan I gotta finish. Plus, I'm gonna repaint that Hulk. I gotta finish inventory, and I gotta order some extra prints for con. I gotta put stuff up in store, which that's a whole thing. And then I gotta. My wife's friends are coming into town next week, so I gotta grip a clean.
Yay!
Yeah, I know, right on top of everything. You're like, oh yeah. So she's got a giant list. You know, and this and that, and the car has to go in Thursday, and you gotta get this. I'm like, okay. Alright. Okay. Okay then.
Sounds like a fun week. At least you got your car taken care of.
As opposed to what?
As to when it was causing you a bunch of problems, I don't know.
All I
Man.
needed was a new battery, and they couldn't do that. They
Right.
weren't having any of that providing me with a battery service. You know, crazy AAA.
Why don't you ask me how my day was, Rob?
Because I don't care. It's
I know
my
you
show.
don't.
Because it's my show. It's not our
Right.
show.
Well, when I ask a question or I make a comment, you question it. Like I'm like, oh, at least your car's working. You're like, compared to, I'm like,
Yeah,
well,
compared to what?
compared to not working and having to deal
In
with that
contrast
stuff.
to, I don't know where you're going with this.
Contrast to
I don't know where
having
you're
to deal
going
with
with
two
any of this
cars.
nonsense.
I don't know.
I don't know either. That's why I said I don't know where you're going with this.
I'm just making chit chat and not rapping. I want to hear some of Kyle's raps or read them.
No, no, don't. Let's not do that right now. I'm not in the mood.
All right,
Yeah.
never mind, Kyle.
No one has to be here. Yeah, that's what I'm trying to say. I'm the YouTube
Abort.
channel that's like, take it or leave it, guys. You know what I mean? Like, there are nights when I'm having a great time, and there are nights where I'm like, hey, it's a fucking job. You know, like,
This is one of the fun nights, right?
hey, you know something? But at least I'm not over here fucking pretending to be someone I'm not.
That's true.
You know,
You're as real as they come.
one of the most honest artists on the internet. Without being, I mean, literally, I'm not being a fucking asshole about it. I'm not going around, fuck everything. What's it, you know, like, it's just like, you still gotta, like, you still gotta work. You know, like that's the thing I've always told people. Like you can complain all you want, but you still gotta work, right?
Mm-hmm.
You still see me producing.
Well, Kyle said, Rob's more of a jazz man. He doesn't appreciate the fine art of dropping sick rhymes.
I know. If you can imagine Kyle saying that,
Oh, shit. I like this, Kyle. How was my day, Kyle? It was fucking dog shit. I really had a great day. My father is my boss, just to let those who don't know. So just imagine working with your father, but instead of him being like, hey, let's play catch, it's like, you suck at life every day. So. And then I come on SketchCraft where I get praised all the time. Just kidding. How was your day, Kyle? Tell us in the chat box. And if anybody else would like to tell us how their day was, I'm listening. Well, reading. What was that one character on Living in Color with Damon Wayans when he's like, "Homie, don't play that."
yeah,
He'd be the mean ass clown. He hits the kids with the
he hits him
socks.
with the sock. All the all
Homie,
the
don't
all the
play
all
that.
the people playing kids just
Yeah.
yell. It's hilarious. Shut up. Let me don't play it.
There you go. Alright, let's see. Oh man, what color is that? It's like a. I'm gonna go with a burgundy.
Hey man, I'm not saying art isn't a self-absorbed process. It's not the same as when, I had to go fucking drive a forklift every day, you know. But there is a nice serenity in leaving your job, your shitty job place. So some days, dude, it just doesn't end. You're like, hmm, hmm.
Let's see. Brain says, "Well, my day is like any other day, just surviving." True. I mean,
Yeah, but we're all
it's
doing well. It's not like we live in Aleppo. Like I always keep it in perspective, folks. Like, well, yeah. Believe me, I know it can be worse.
Kyle said it was easy. I worked 3 hours. I actually spent more time driving than working. That's my kind of day. And Darth Andrew says, I'm just starting my day. Woke up 30 minutes ago. All right. We're updated. What's this pilgrim's name? Yeah, this John Smith looking dude. What's his name?
Huh?
What's this guy's
Steiner.
name, Ray? Steiner. It's like a pilgrim, right? Like a pilgrim type
No, he's a
character?
knight.
Oh.
You really don't know what you're talking about.
No, I just glanced over. Pilgrim Pete. Okay.
Kyle doesn't know either, so he's no help to you.
Yeah.
See that trailer for the Black Lightning TV show?
Are you
I'm
serious, or
asking
you
you.
just want to talk
Just
about it?
asking you. Have you seen it?
You're the one who said
I
you
know.
told
Just
me
just
we.
play. Just pretend to be.
Oh, well, usually when I
Just
ask those
pretend
kind
to
of
be.
questions,
Nah, just pretend to be.
yeah, Rob, I have seen it. What about it?
What are they going with this?
It's fucking horrible. It
Where are they
looks
going with
horrible.
this? Where are they going with this? What is?
What's their crowd? Is it teens? Is it older people? Is it what are they going for?
It's like they're
I mean, who's
trying
there?
to remake the Flash, only he can fight, and he's Iron Man. And he has the flash powers.
I like how the suit glows even when he's not wearing it. Like I can understand if he
Bro,
like.
it has a bad Schumacher vibe to that suit design.
Oh yeah.
I mean, it's right out of the, chill, Mr. Freeze.
Freeze. Yeah.
And the actor's so, I don't know, he has like a puffy build to him. Like it doesn't fit him properly. I don't know how to describe it.
It's not very form fitting now. Like.
And it's like, I just don't know, man. I'm all for, like, couldn't they just make a statics show a little kid? You know what I
Right.
mean? Like,
He could have been like his brother got killed by the gang or something. That's why he fights them, and it's whatever. Then you have a
Static
reason. But
X or
when it's
statics.
a right when there's a retired old man aspect to it, you're just like, why is he beating up 14-year-olds? Because they're
Because they
gangbanging.
100. The 100. I'm like, 100
Ugh.
bullets? The 100? Like, I don't know, man.
Yeah.
I just don't
It's,
know.
it's not for you, Rob.
It's definitely not for me. And they're going to be because he's black? Nope. My favorite Star Trek character's Cisco. And then fucking Rom. Sorry, Quark and Rom and his brothers. It was fucking Frankie.
No idea who those guys are. See the guy?
Cisco's the commander of Deep Space Nine, played by Avery Brooks, one of the most underrated actors ever. You might recognize him from that movie, The Big Hit. He played the Godfather character. We're
Gotcha.
going to cap us some caps. Put some caps in the ass. So funny, that movie. I love The Big Hit. China Chow? China Chow.
Man, Kyle wasn't joking. He really does rap like.
What are you going on about?
He's just
Oh,
rapping
yeah.
about pilgrims.
Yeah, okay. Well, he should go up on karaoke night and do that.
But he raps like he's in the 80s. Like,
Like Rapping Granny. Remember her?
yeah, it's
Yeah,
very Kyle.
yeah.
It's very old school for me. It's like my name is Pilgrim Pete, and that's my name. And
And I'm
winning
here to say,
battles, that's my game.
yeah. Right.
Now here's my friend. He'll tell you all about
Like he's
it.
going to tell you how to prevent forest fires, like somewhere in
Uh,
between all that.
I mean, really good, Kyle. Really good.
Yeah. And what to do in case you get bit by a tick.
So
Because first you read the leaves before you go out to play. Because doing your chores is the American way. Just shit like that. Fucking nonsense. You'd be stuck watching in school. Like.
Kyle would call us haters.
Sure. I can accept this. Yeah, I just, Supergirl was annoying. This is a whole nother level of why. Why are you making this?
Yeah.
All those milestone characters they could do. And this? So it's like, you ever wanted to see the CW, like, hand-me-down version of Luke Cage with no real heart or soul? Here you go.
Right.
You know? Let's go hang out at Belly Burger.
You talk about Belly Burger like that. It's just ahead of its time. Kyle's rhyme, man. They're just they they're just they
Told
have
you.
no.
It was an hour of this. You know?
I mean, Kyle can clearly put words together to make them rhyme, but they don't really. They would like if it was a song, you wouldn't be like, oh yeah, that lyric makes sense. You'd just be like, oh, well, all right, Kyle.
Thanks for not helping, Kyle. We really appreciate it. Which one is it? This is really getting annoying. Alright.
That one wasn't even good, Kyle. Try again, and then mic drop it. Kyle dropped the mic on me, Rob.
Thump thump doo.
Yes. And I'm done.
Tell everyone what you've been doing.
I have been secretly working on my art skills to become a better, more efficient artist with better construction, shapes, and inking. And we have not posted any of it because it's not where it needs to be to post. And I don't want to fill everyone's timeline up with a bunch of needless bad art right now.
No, I meant
And
about all the videos.
I know I will get to that because I'm saying because some people have been like, "Hey, are you still drawing?" I'm like, "Yeah, I am."
I'm not
As
allowing them to
for the
post
more
anything.
Rob focused part of my life, which has taken up a good chunk of time, which I don't mind, but I was getting to that. I've been making sure that all the videos on this YouTube page, when you go to look at an art piece, which I just posted about on my Instagram page at Lead Heavy, check it out, selfless plug. What I do now for Rob, or I did, was I made sure that each art piece, all the videos for an art piece are put together now. So let's just say the Rick and Morty piece that was a commission for Kyle. I have everything in there from the silhouette, roughy construction, to the pen and pencil drawing, to the inking, to the Copic's color guide, to coloring the Copics, and then the digital pieces all in one solid flow. So whereas Rob used to do certain art pieces in steps, maybe draw a piece, draw a piece, draw a piece, and ink, 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 watercolor, watercolor. And so the videos are spaced out. Now when you go to the playlist in real-time art and you want to click on like this Final Fantasy piece, when this is all done, I'll have it all organized to where you will see all the pencil drawing, all the inking, digital, everything will be all one long set of videos. So it won't jump from this to Earthworm Jim or Mortal Kombat. It'll just all flow together. And I've also been, which I'll get back to, adding thumbnails and posting videos that have not yet been released yet, putting all the tags on it and titles.
You should
and
be able
them
to
in the right
put
place.
videos up tomorrow, right? New
That
video by tomorrow.
Tomorrow we'll have a new video up. Tomorrow night I will make one.
Yeah, you could start with the Overwatch stuff. Add some of that in.
Well, there's already 2 Overwatch pieces up, but I will.
There's more.
I'll continue it.
And you got to go check the ones that aren't labeled.
I think I already labeled them. Well, not the newest ones, not the ones you just did the last 2 days.
Whatever's in there.
Yeah. I'm on top of it, boss. I shall make sure.
That's how Brandon pays back all the help I'm giving him. Right, Brandon?
You know it.
What? Morning.
Hey, Dom. Mega potatoes. It's me.
Told you I could make it stick.
AKA lead heavy.
Nope.
AKA taters too hot to hold.
Taters McGee.
Hmm. I can't fight it. The more I fight it, the more it happens. So I just gotta be like,
Yeah, that's exactly what happens.
I just
Go
have
ahead,
to be like,
argue. See how that works for you.
nope. I love it.
30 years of listening to Howard Stern, bro. You know what I mean? Like, it's getting there. It's almost at the 30-year mark. Can't believe that. First time I heard Howard Stern, I was like 10. That's definitely almost there. Bootleg tapes my friend gave me.
Now, if you were to have some kind of pool to get someone to bring us baked potatoes,
I don't want anyone bringing food to con.
I'm just kidding. Please don't bring your
Royce
food.
did once. And, I got lucky.
Please don't bring your food. We won't eat it. We'll throw it away because people cooking at their own homes. Nah, pass.
Yeah, especially now I have a very specific diet. You know?
And I have a semi-specific diet.
It's
Some
I
days
love
it's
it when
better
you
than
eat in front of me at con though. That does make Rob very happy.
I haven't eaten in front of you in 2 years because of that shit.
Nom, 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 nom,
It
nom,
was the
nom.
amazing Vegas con. Yeah,
Ah, it was so
everyone.
good.
Rob's great to be around if you're overweight. He really helps you. I got a turkey wrap from the convention because that's the healthiest of choice. Because I didn't get the chicken tenders and fries. I just got like a turkey wrap because that's better than nothing, and it's better than the greasy French
Okay.
fries and strips. And as I'm sitting there eating it, asshole. I mean, good friend Rob of mine. I use that term loosely, good and friend, but I'm sitting there eating, and Rob's going nom 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 nom, and then I would stop, and he'd wait for it to almost touch my face, and it'd be nah, and it'd go in my mouth. So it was like the food was talking to me as I was eating it. It was like sausage party. It was great. So now I don't eat in front of Rob. I just leave the fucking table and I go to the concession stand by myself, eat there, and then I'll usually have to bring him back a fucking bagel.
Plain bagel, right?
Plain bagel.
Yep.
Toasted.
Cream cheese.
Yep. On the
No,
side.
no low fat cream cheese. Regular
Right.
cream cheese.
Mm-hmm. And he likes it toasted, everybody.
Yeah, I do.
From Starbucks. If possible.
Well, just because I know what's in it. You know, I know the exact hit I'm taking. You know, they don't really have great bagels, but I know the hit.
I don't know if that's good that I know all that exactly or not.
Yeah, well, you should. You know, last time I checked, who's paying the bills? Who's paying the con bills, Brandon? Are you paying the con bills? Because I'd be more than happy for you to pay the con bills.
Oh, yes, alpha male. You are paying the con bills.
It's good to know what my favorite bagel is. I'm an easy guy to please.
Jeez. Yup.
Easy
I
man.
agree.
I am.
I agree.
I'm specific. Don't buy me things. That's first rule. Didn't I tell you that?
Yep.
That was the first thing. Don't get me gifts. Don't get me gifts.
After
You tried.
I want to tell everybody the story. So it was Rob's birthday. I'm like, "What are you doing?" He's like, "Nothing. I don't got any plans." I'm like, "Well, that's a fucking bummer. You should do something for your birthday." Yeah, nobody wants to do anything. I'm like, "All right, you know what? I'm gonna drive out there. Let's go get dinner or do something, bowling, whatever." I was nice enough to drive from California or from Arizona to California to hang out with Rob for his birthday. So he has some,
Which I
some
was
friends hang
appreciative
out.
of. We went out.
Oh, okay. Hold on.
Don't act like I wasn't
I know,
appreciative of you coming out. But
but
what else did you do?
so I didn't have time to order this book that Rob kept saying he wanted. He kept saying he wanted the
I wasn't asking
Batman
you for it.
by
I was talking to you
Capullo.
about it.
Right, you said you wanted it, and I thought I would do a cool thing. I get it
Bad
for you.
idea.
I get Rob this book. I bring him the book. He opens it, says thank you. Turns out he already had the fucking book in his room. Didn't tell me. He could have just gave me the book back. But what does Rob do? Rob keeps both books. So now he has two of the same book.
Yeah.
Still to this day. He can still give me one of the fucking books. He can give me the book back. Like you could
But it
just
was a
give it to me.
gift.
But Rob said it was a gift.
It's a
It
gift.
was a gift. Yeah.
It's a
okay,
gift. I'm not giving the gift back. It was a gift.
My birthday was a week and a half ago. Give it back.
No.
Give,
It was a
give
gift.
me. Where's my? I want to
Give me back the talent. I want the fucking talent back.
I don't have any talent.
I significantly more than what you had before. You want to argue about that one?
No.
Want to put up
it's
the portfolio?
It's like a backwards compliment. So I'll take it.
You have to go back. I'll give you the book, but you have to go back to drawing like you did
No.
earlier in your Instagram.
Never.
For now on.
No, don't make me. Yeah, it's bad.
And your wife can't do any of the stuff I taught her how to do. Just to go and use all of her normal AI logic. That'll go well.
Don't punish her for mine.
That's what I do, though. That's what villains do, Brandon. They punish the friends for the hero's mistakes. Don't you understand that?
You punish. You take out the family and let me live through it.
Yeah, that's what I do. I will hurt everyone you love and care about. Yeah, that's me. Makes sense, doesn't it? Like, my friends used to equate me to being a supervillain. I'm like, you guys are heartless fuckers. You know, like all I do is try to help my friends. But I get it. I'm like a dominating personality. You know, it's not even alpha male because it's not it. I don't mind people being in charge. You've worked with me in an art room, right? Am I the guy who's like trying to be in charge? No,
No.
no. But I know my shit. Rob knows his job. You know, and it's so nice to actually know your job because I've had those jobs where I didn't know anything when I was
Me,
a kid.
me, me too.
Yeah, well, yeah, that was fun watching you not know anything, and then I have to catch
Thanks.
hell. I think some of this hay lassoing tool coloring is easier with the clean inks than it is with the gritty stuff. I have to think about that. Some of the lines that pop up when I'm doing the pen work. I don't know. It could just be a lack of talent. I may just have to get better at certain things. That's totally possible too. That's what I hear.
Where at?
Well, they had a, I don't know where he's at, but they had that bombing in Manchester at the Ariana Grande fucking concert. And some fucking assholes. You know, clever little fucks on Twitter are like, the last time I heard her music, it bombed too. Oh, ho, 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 ho. I'm like, you fucking assholes, you know? Like,
Yeah.
you know, your desire to be so fucking clever, you know? Like, it's not funny, man. You know, like, guys who make those fucking jokes, like, all you gotta do, man, you know what I mean, is just fucking, like, punch their favorite dog in the fucking mouth and watch them freak out. You know what I mean? Like, to watch your children get blowed up, for real, dude.
Right.
Sickens me, you know? You know, when I was a kid, there was something on TV once, and I was making fun of the fact that people were dying. I remember this. It must have been like 7 or 8. And I think about it now. It was right after I first had this thing with my mom, man. I don't want to get into it. My mom basically took off. I think the way I was acting out, you know, anytime something traumatic happened on TV, like real life shit, I'd make fun of it. I remember my dad looking at me once, you know what I mean? In a way, he was like sickened with me, you know? Like anger
Mm.
wasn't even quite the word for it. And the look he gave me was such that I've never done it since. You know what I mean?
Right.
Like I knew there was a line, you know? But there's a line. There's a time for jokes and there's a time for that's fucking beyond uncalled for, you know?
Right.
There's not even a word for it. I'm not gonna sit here and fucking make these fucking dudes, man, you know? So some jackass. I remember when we were initially training before the war, you know, for because every fucking other day in, you know, the Middle East there was some bombing going on with like nail bombs going off on cafes. It's like 98, 99. And we were like, how do you train to fight that? Like, it's very complicated, you know? And what they'll do is they'll tip these fucking things with like rat poison and shit. You know, so like not only do they cut you up, but they it's horrific.
Jeez.
Yeah, it's horrific, bro. And they're attacks against civilians. And if you go back and look at those bombings and like, you know, Tel Aviv and the Palestine, all that bullshit going on, man. You know, even as far back as then, you're gonna see it looks awfully familiar. Same bullshit MO, you know.
Mm-hmm.
It's like, you know, we were talking earlier. Joss Whedon's gonna do pickups and stuff on Justice League because, unfortunately, you know, Zack Snyder's daughter, you know, took her life back in the March, and it's finally taking a toll on him, and he needs to take personal time off. Which, congrats to him before that becomes worse than it is, you know.
Right.
But some fucking dicks are like, "Oh, finally Justice League is saved." I'm like, "You fuckers," you know what I mean? Like,
Right.
don't act like these fucking movies are that sacrosanct, whatever that fucking word is, or so fucking.
Sacrilegious?
No. The opposite of that, like holier. They're so special, because you know how many fucking shitty Justice League comics there are, man. For all the
Right.
ones people tell me are great, you know how many shitty ones there are. Show you all the ones produced when I was a kid pretty much sucked, you know, until Grant
Yeah.
Morrison showed up and did some interesting shit. You know, like, you know, it just drives me crazy. You know, I'm like, this is the part of fandom I'm not a part of. I'm not on board with this. You know, and I don't go on Twitter fucking ranting about it because I can't change it. I just unfollow people. You know,
Mm-hmm.
completely. And you know, when it's a public figure, it's a little easier to take a stance because they're a public figure. When it's normal people, I don't know if that person's gonna fucking swat me. You know, like I've learned the hard way about unintended consequences on the internet. I had a friend who fucking railed against this fascist dickweed. This was years ago, and he got swatted, dude. They called the fucking SWATs on him while he was sitting there playing fucking Halo 3. That was the first time I ever heard of swatting. You heard of that?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it's where they call up the SWAT team and claim you're a terrorist. And these people the SWAT team have to respond to this shit with full force no matter what. So they just show up at your fucking place, and you could be streaming live, and they fucking, because they get your IP address, you know, and then, you know, they can murder you right on. I mean, it's horrendous, dude. This is what, I mean, the gamers can be I love gaming, but gamers can be the worst, you know. It's the part of the community I don't devote too much time to. We devote no time on the actual gaming cast to it. Because to engage with it is to just, it's like the Eye of Sauron, to look into the Penetier or whatever that shit is. You know, it's just a colossal fucking waste of life. And to engage with the enemy at that point is to legitimize the enemy. And when I say enemy, I mean enemy of mankind. Bunch of chicken shit assholes who've done nothing for anybody but themselves. I'm a strong libertarian, dude. I believe people should be left to their own business, but you start harming kids, man, I'm like, I'm all for feeding you to the sharks.
Right.
You know, let's just toss them in the gator pool. You know, gators have a good old time. You know, and if you don't want the death penalty, perfect. Let's go to fucking Alaska. Let's go to Antarctica. Let's do some hard labor forever. You know, I'm all for that too. But yeah, the Justice League thing, I was like, fucking dicks, you know? You know, is the movie that fucking bad? You're gonna wish this shit on him. You know what I mean? Get the fuck out of here, dude. But there you go. Luckily they out themselves with this shit. You know what I mean? Like they're dumb enough to post it. I don't know what they're thinking with that.
Yeah.
Brandon, you've been following the work I've been doing on these IDW covers, right?
Uh-huh.
You want to describe what you've seen to people?
Um, let's see, without giving anything away. It is it is a beautiful storm. It is chaos and beauty all in one.
The hell's
It's
wrong with me, right?
it is like it's like there's there's so much to look at, and it's like one of those. It's like in Mallrats when he's like, "Oh, it's a sailboat or it's a scooter. Ah, it's a fucking sailboat." It's like one of those things where you just look at your art and you're looking at it, and there's more shit and more shit, and it looks good. It just there's so much. It would give me anxiety, and I don't have anxiety. So Rob is doing a lot, and it will be badass when it's out, and you guys will be like, "Damn,
I
that
am
looks
also
painful."
like what I'm going to really be using the Game Cave interiors for is developing a way to do interior art again, wherein I can like do the colors, you know. And I
Right.
believe the way through it is my roughy lines, coloring my roughy lines. I've seen what passes as interiors, maybe not for Marvel or DC, but for a lot of other companies. You know what I mean?
Right.
And it's like, what's that guy that does all the Witchblade stuff? And he does those like erotic comics and shit. He has like that scratchy style now. Like he's done the
Oh shit.
super high clean stuff, but he has that super scratchy style too. You know?
Uh, Ali
Whatever.
Garza,
No, not El Garza. It's that dude fucking from Witchblade.
uh,
Anyways,
Michael Turner. I'm not Michael Turner.
no,
I don't fucking know right now. I don't know. I don't know.
you should know.
I
Anyway,
don't know.
he's
I don't
got a
read
super rough
Witchblade.
thing that he just colors over digitally, and I'm like, I think I could not ape that by any means. I'm just saying the same level of detail. Quality is not even the word, you know. So this way I can get interiors done over the next few years, you know. That's only way I'll be taken serious. I mean, I don't even know about anyone else's shit, but definitely my own stuff, you know.
Right.
I mean, maybe. Hard to
I'll
say.
take you serious, Rob. You're
Somehow I'm
welcome.
not comforted by that. No, not Silvestri. It's not a big image guy, guys. This is a dude that took over that shit. No, 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 no. I'll find the name later. You know, no, no. Super loose digital fucking stuff. Super roughy. Anyway, super roughy lines. At the end of the day, that's what I'm talking about. Super roughy lines. You know, even in like the Warblade comics over at IDW were sort of drawn super roughy and then finished in colors by that same artist. You know, so if I can hit that, then no big deal. I mean, those roughies I was doing pretty good. It's when everything has to be cleaned up, you know. But
Right.
as you add the color, you're able to infer details that you didn't actually draw, you know. So then the only thing I would actually draw would be the covers because it's what people buy anyway.
Right.
I'm just saying like it's working for him in terms of that, you know, and a few other people. So that means it can work for Rob too, you know. Yeah, name's hard to remember. He's a dope artist, dude. Actually, that same artist, Dave was going to hire him to do the Dead Junior stuff, and he picked me instead. I remember looking at Dave at the time, going, "Why?" You know what I mean? And he was like, "Well, you know, I think you're artist." I'm like, "No, no, no, no. He's a much better artist." And he's like, "No, no, Rob." I'm like, "No, no, no. For real, you should go get that guy." You know. And then, given how that project went, I wish Dave had gone with that other deal. Would save me a lot of heartache. Anything that Dead Jr. did, man, is it was a chance to meet Jeff Matsuda and get a thumbs up. You know, he didn't have to do that. You know, he wasn't like there to kiss my ass.
Right.
Jeff is good friends with Dave. So I think with Game Cave, I'll end up doing my initial roughies by hand, the way I posted them a few weeks ago. And then, so I have them all in a book. And then I'll do all the rest digitally, super rough, you know?
Yeah.
And be like, that's it. And just try to develop that look. And I gotta like let it go that the first book won't probably be the best version of that. It'll be an acceptable version. I'm just scared to let other colorists touch my work. I'll handle. When my color roughies end up having more mood than half these colorists work anyway, I'm like, you know, if I could just push it a little further, you know,
Right.
with the lines. I thought I was getting pretty close with like, remember the roughies I did for Final Fantasy VI and the Kingdom Hearts? Like, if I could just a little bit better than that, and it's good enough, I think. You know, like those were pretty decent for. I mean, those are definitely decent for an indie comic. You know, like I could do that. Nope. So I'm a fan of John Boyzar, dude, ever since the old Lead Heavy days. And and he's drawn that book, The Royals, right?
Haven't seen it.
I guess he's only did the first issue or the second issue. I don't know. I don't know how that works out.
I'll have to go look.
But he definitely didn't draw the third issue. I'm like, so we just doing an issue now? Like,
It's like a new thing.
he may need to tone down some of his clean art. You know what I mean? Like,
Right.
to make that work.
This looks like the red, blue for me and you. Hey, Jamal. Mm, 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 mm. When Power Rangers comes out, you gonna watch it? Like when
They already
it's out
came
on?
out.
No, I meant
No,
like
I don't care
at
about
home.
Power Rangers. Like when I say I don't care, I really don't care. I mean, not like in like a well, I'll go, someday just watch it when it's out. Yeah, Stefan Cedric. There you go. Yeah, he's got that super roughy style for his other
I
stuff.
never heard of him.
Yeah, you've seen his work. So I don't think Witchblade should be drawn with repeated Photoshop brushes. So I have an issue with that. Just, just as a fan, I'm like, I don't know about all that. But the super rough stuff, it's good for storytelling, And since he colors his own work, it works. I sort of figure I'm in a similar mold with my stuff. All things considered, because the IDW colorists they're really the colors they got me on the Skylanders thing I did. I did these 4 pages last year as a test. Just because folks, when you want to start off somewhere, that you got to take what's available. You don't get to pick your fucking projects too much. It's either unless you say no, right? Anyhow,
Yeah.
which I did. I said no. So I did say, let me give it a shot. I'll do 4 pages before I agree to do anything. And the colorist was super fucking awesome. He's like, dude, your fucking lines are great. And I'm like, oh, this is awesome, right? And the colors came back, and I was like, oh, fuck. Like, I was like, super nice guy, bro. But I was like, just gotta let it go. Couldn't let it go, man. I was like, I don't think this is for me. This drawing pages and stuff. I can't let it go. I can't let it go. Can't let it go, Brandon. It's a fault of mine. It's a fault of mine.
Let it go.
Let's not do
I
that.
didn't. I said enough to
Let's
get
not.
the point across of the joke without
I don't know if that's
singing any
quite
of
the
it.
same thing, but that's just an annoying. Ray has 5 daughters. My buddy Ray, he's a former art director of mine. He's a good friend. He's got 5 daughters, and that movie hit. Whew. He was like, "Stop singing this song! Stop. Y'all have to stop singing that song." And he banned it in the house, and he makes music. He's a man of music.
Mm-hmm.
He's like, I can't take it. It's too much. Obviously, I wouldn't put this endless rendering into every page. If it were interiors, I'd have to have a limit to how much can be done.
Mm-hmm.
So we're going to discover that together. But as for the morphin, yeah, let's get back to the Power Rangers thing. So no, I don't care. I grew up with Voltron, and you know, and I love the original Go Lion from which Voltron was in Japan more than even. I like the Voltron name and the theme song and Peter Cullen narrating because I think Optimus Prime should narrate all robot stories. But that being said, I just don't care about Power Rangers. That was my brother's. Like Brandon, you were born in '85, right? So my little
Mm-hmm.
brothers were around the same thing. My stepbrothers, and that was their thing. And I had to take my youngest brother, he was born in '88. He's my stepbrother, so I had to take him to go see that first movie that came out in '95, and that was tough.
The original Power Rangers movie?
Yeah, that was tough for me, man, to sit through that.
Their suits were dope, though.
I don't. I know you keep saying that, but
I'm telling you,
I just-
their suits were
I
fucking
know
dope.
you keep telling me this, and I've looked and I
They
don't
were
see
like
it.
they were like it's like a superhero. It was like they took leather, but it was colorful, so it wasn't like the ugly X-Men leather type stuff. It was like it was cool. They looked cool. The helmets looked dope. White Ranger looked badass.
Right.
I'm telling you, they looked cool.
I know you're telling me. I know. And I just think in your head.
I'm gonna look at it even right now. Looking at it, it looks dope. They look sick.
Yeah.
The cut of the seams, the cool little everything looks cool.
Right.
That's cool.
There you,
I dig those better than the new movie versions.
bro, they put boob armor in there. Like I don't understand. If they have boob armor, you inversely have to have cod
Dick
armor.
armor.
Cod armor. My God. Cod.
Dick armor.
Yeah. Gotta have cod armor.
Dick armor.
But you know when that X-Men Apocalypse image hit and everyone was making fun of Power Rangers for being like Ivan Ooze?
I was waiting for you to say cod armor again, and I was gonna say dick armor.
That's when I was like, people should have realized. You know what I mean? Like you should know that Power Rangers is not held in high esteem. It's not like there haven't been any Power Rangers for 30 years. The show's been consistently on. It's just been a bunch of shitty shows. Did you see the one with the where the Zord turned into a giant train and you have that giant cod sticking out? You haven't seen the
Nope.
train? The
Mm-mm.
train? It's a giant train,
Power
and right in the center.
Hold on. Power Rangers giant train. Let's see. Oh
Yeah.
no, that's gotta be fake, right?
No, no, it's real.
Oh, because the train slides up.
Yeah.
And this, but for a moment, it's positioned in the wrong.
You correct the mundo.
Oh Jesus!
Yeah.
I
That's,
just
do you understand what I'm saying, Brandon?
yeah. I'm not saying Power Rangers is like the greatest thing ever. I mean, clearly Pokemon is, but I'm just saying I liked. There's certain looks that I think are cool. Like I think there's Power Rangers. They look like pirates kind of one time. I'd have to look. I don't know. And I thought that looked pretty cool. I saw them at the Vegas con last one we were at. I was like, oh, those are kind of cool looking. Let's see, what were those called? They had like their helmets look like pirate helmets. Those are pretty cool. Let's see. Every Rangers show. Let's see here. Let's click this one.
A cover art level. It would never get done, Dom. You know? I couldn't get anything done. It would take years to do one book, and I gotta be able to produce at least 2 a year. At least. I know, right, 2. Of my own stuff. I can't. It's not sustainable. You know, the thing is, this sort of thing used to be done by multiple people. You know, even when Joe Matt was doing Battle Chasers, he had an inker and the whole coloring team. He was taking a year for one issue as anyhow, you know. It's just not manga isn't produced at this rendered state. You know, even in Europe they do one book a year, those artists. So
Hey, Rob, you want to hear something funny?
mm,
So I just looked up every Power Ranger version, right? and the newest one where I said they kind of look like pirates when they're in the Voltron robot, for better terms. Their steering wheels, right, are all pirate ship steering wheels.
Yeah, I know what you're talking about. I've seen that.
The
Yeah.
circles. How does that even work? Like, how does that doesn't even make sense?
Because it's goofy. You know, it's supposed to be goofy. And,
Yeah.
you know, just people say, oh, I'm going to go see Doctor Strange. They're not going to say, I'm going to go see Rita Repulsa fight the. You know, you're just not going to. It doesn't have the same. You know? It doesn't have the same thing, man.
But I'll
Sorry.
give them this. I do like the Power Rangers called Super Mega Force, the Pirates ones. I do like their look. It's kind of cool with the pirate and the motorcycle helmet look. It's pretty cool. I'm not saying I'd watch the show because of it. I'm just saying, as far as the look goes, I like it. What's this one? What's the ones? Let's see. Let's check these out. What's that one? Power Rangers Mega Force. Not Super, but just Mega Force. Let's check that out. Go, go. Alright, I'm done looking at this.
Yeah, hypothetically, it would be amazing. Maybe when I get older, you know, maybe in 20 years, I'll be like, I'll just produce one book every 2 years. Maybe. That's how I'll get around my age.
By then, I'll have a little more talent.
We can't guarantee that.
No, it's not. It's not in stone. It's just wishful thinking.
That's all up to Brandon.
Are you a fan of T.N. Perkins?
I don't even know
Or,
who that is.
oh, um, he's won Emmy Awards for working on stuff and cartoons for like since the 90s. He's worked on a lot of things like Earth's Avengers, Earth Mightiest Heroes,
I don't
Big
watch it.
Ten.
Yeah, no, not really
Uh,
my thing.
and I'm trying to find something. I mean, he's worked on so many that, but he not directly reminds me of you, but he can do so many different styles and ways of doing the art. You know
Well, I told
that.
you, it's an animation thing. You just learn the shapes. It doesn't matter
Yeah.
a style. You're
Right.
not learning how to draw lines a certain way. You're just developing certain shapes, you know?
Right. Um, Kyle picked up his art book for me when he was in at San Diego Con. Um, I like his stuff. He likes to, instead of drawing, let's just say Batman, he'll do like Kaju Batman or just random stuff that isn't part of his actual work day or part of all the stuff he worked on. But it's just cool. Like the other day, he was posting some of the stuff that from the Avengers cartoon that didn't go through because it was for the following season, and just neat to see different stuff. And then I just didn't know if you've heard of them or knew them, but
No, I don't follow a ton of animators anymore. I kind of stopped around the early 2000s. American animation. I mean, there was Zim and Samurai Jack, but stopped caring. I was one of the people who was like, I don't like the Justice League cartoon. It's just a bunch of fights, not real stories. So I got out of it. Wasn't for Rob.
Is that flying castle a good guy place or a bad guy place?
Oh, the
I think,
airship?
yeah.
Bad guys.
Is it the weird ponytail guy?
Mm, no, it's a blue dude up here. It's an opera thing.
Uh,
You know, you have the game.
Jessica has it.
Yeah, it's the one I had her playing.
Gotcha. Well, I guess if I ever have some free time, I'll turn it on. Okay. All right, I'm gonna have to hop off, Rob.
Oh, well, you gotta go like go to work and stuff.
I still have to shower, put clothes in the dryer, and get my lunch ready. But
Boo hoo!
yeah, I didn't complain. I just said I
I
gotta
have to
go.
go
I
to
didn't.
work after not living. Mhm.
Uh,
Mhm. Mhm.
slowly die inside.
How far are you on those videos?
And the put them in order.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna say they're done because I want to do another look over them. But I was coloring that thing I sent you a picture of the other night, and that's almost done. But the videos, I'd say 90% done. Besides having to go back and just double check a couple and just double check because once in a while I'll find one that's out of place, or I might have let go when I was moving it or something. So by tomorrow I'll have them done, and I'll post a Overwatch video with a new thumbnail and everything.
So you'll be done
So,
tomorrow.
yeah,
Is that a lot of?
I'm just talking, just letting you know, so you don't think I'm just not doing stuff.
Let's push to get it done tomorrow.
Will do. I've enjoyed chatting, Rob.
Sure.
I'm sure the pleasure's all mine.
I guess.
Okay.
Yeah, good chatting, Brandon. Talk to you tomorrow.
Later, man. Later, everybody. Later, Dom. Later, Pillhead. Later, Jamal. Later, Darth. Later, Kyle. Later. That's everybody. Bye.
Later, Darth Andrew. Later down. Ah, thanks, man. Schedule's been a little weird in the past month, but it's getting back on track. Final Fantasy IX print. Once a year or so, I do these print drives, and I let the backers pick, you know, a set or two. In this case, they pick some Final Fantasy stuff. So, oh, thank you. Yeah, I've been working on the style over the course of the last set. You know, like really sort of honing in. Here's how I would draw without any interference, as opposed to most of my career I've spent working in other people's sort of styles in a way. So it's fun, you know. All this stuff will be in my graphic novel coming out later this year, Game Cave. So it'll get reused. Yeah, I wouldn't know if I would do that. Like, part of style comes out of shorthand. How do you draw when you're under pressure, you know? And if you don't have a strong fundamental understanding or grasp of the construction perspective, basic stuff, you can lean on redrawing things your mind's already seen. And then picking ways to draw things sometimes comes out of limitations too. Like, I'm going to draw hair this way because I'm not good at hair. When I was a kid, I used to never create any character that had hair because I was bad at drawing hair. So this is really out of a lot of my personal just shapes I like to use, you know, rendering techniques I like to use. You know, it's like a 10 years of production art and then, oh, here's how I actually like to do things, you know. I wouldn't I would really spend a lot of time, you know, if you're starting out like really just working in, you know, construction like animator style, like it doesn't really matter what it's supposed to look like. Doing a little bit of everything so you can have an informed decision on that. Otherwise, you can end up creating traps for yourself. I think the problem with art, and I've said this many times before, but my biggest problem with art, the way it's taught in the West, is it's taught as an expression, not a vocation. So, like, it's, you know, your personal style every time you start. You know, did you invent that? Did you? Whereas, like in cooking, you learn how to dice onions for like 2 years. You know, you don't really start to develop your own personal cooking style until your late 30s, your mid 30s, early 40s as a chef. I feel the same way about art. Yeah. You know, I feel like you have to do enough of all the basics and everything else, even within a professional setting, before you can start to have an opinion. Otherwise, it can get very troublesome for people. Start to parody yourself. Eight. Sometimes it's easier just to go with what a project needs. You know, like if I'm working on a fantasy look, it's going to have this. If I'm working on a sci-fi thing, it's going to have this. Through enough of those, you end up developing your own strengths, you know. God fudge. Let me just new window. I need to be able to see. Yeah, I'll be on for a little bit, for another hour. I gotta go work on freelance, which they won't let me stream. But I am recording, so that stuff will be up. I'll be on tomorrow. And after that. And after that. Alrighty, that's a good place to leave it, folks. As we slowly crawl our way through to the end of this. Honestly, if I don't know, I gotta think about some of these deadlines. I could get this stuff just knocked out if I just spent 2 days on it. So at some point I'm gonna have to stop piecemealing and just spend 2 days on one thing, spend 2 days on another, and finish. So I'm gonna have to think about how I'm gonna do that. I think I might just finish this. I don't know. I gotta think about how I'm gonna get through all this stuff sooner than later. So, because I gotta print banners and this stuff's gonna be on it, so I might just have to take tomorrow to just turn on around 4 and do nothing but finish this. I think I might have to do that. That might be what I have to do to finish it. To finish it. So, anyhow, folks, I gotta go work on freelance. I gotta finish some roughy lines for this cover. You guys will get to see all of that when it gets announced. So I can tell you the time frame between August and October. So that's when it's going to be published. So you'll get to see that stuff. Thanks for hanging out, May. Thanks for stopping by. Part 2, Dom, Darth, Kyle, Mega Potatoes. I'll be back on tomorrow. Peace out, everybody.